All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We already crushed the 7K subscriber goal, so we are going to update that board here for you guys. Look at Joe Burrow, looking at all these nice, tasty giveaways. We have the 8K sub jersey giveaway. We have the 9K sub sports memorabilia giveaway, 10K subs, the big one, $1,000 giveaway, and the 12K subs. We're going to send a couple people to a game of their choice. Guys, we are very excited for the football season, but no more talking. Let's get right into this video, Trey. All right, guys, let's get into some MLB picks and props for Tuesday, September 26th slate of games. Before we look at the leaderboard, we had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's two options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey, let's get off that. Let's get into the leaderboard. Start us off.
Yeah, and I am 0 for 0 at the moment. That's because I gave out the under 7.5 total runs in the Astros versus Mariners game. We wanted to record before the Monday Night Football game, so that game has not tipped off for me.
Seth?
Yeah, and I had the Rangers versus Angels. I had the Rangers run line in this one. The Rangers are fighting to hold on to the first or to the AL West crown, so they're really going to need to win this game against a very bad Angels team. I really like our chances here, but this game had not started when we started filming.
Yeah, and then I didn't have a pick because we only had 4 games, but I did take the Padres on the money line on the site, and I also took the under 7.5 runs on the site. So hopefully those two catch for our site members. But let's move on to our plays for tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I'm going to start us off with this Houston Astros against Seattle Mariners game. This game should be pretty fun to watch because both these teams, they're fighting for the last AL wildcard spot. And this play is pretty juiced, but I love the Mariners here on the money line. And I'm also going to be taking the over 7.5 total runs. So that minus 125. If you want to parlay both those together, it's pretty juicy at plus 192. I think that the Mariners are going to win this game pretty convincingly because they're throwing out the better pitcher and they're the home team in this game. Because Houston, they're throwing out Christian Javier in this game, and he has really struggled this season in his 16 road games because Javier is a 5.4 ERA paired with a 1.37 whip. And Seattle, they're throwing out reliable George Kirby in this game, and he has pitched pretty good at home this season in his 13 home games. Because Kirby, he's turned that to a 3.1 ERA and paired with a 0.9 whip. Anything below 1 is elite level. So I have a lot of confidence in George Kirby tonight. And like I said, there should be a lot of runs scored. Both these teams know that they need to win this game. So I expect both offenses to show up. So my two plays are going to be the Mariners on the money line and the over 7.5 total runs in the Houston Astros at Seattle Mariners game.
Yeah, Trey, I like that play, Seth.
Guys, who would have thought we'd be saying this at this point in the season? But the Miami Marlins have an outside chance here to sneak into the playoffs. The Chicago Cubs have a tough series against the Atlanta Braves. And if the Marlins can take care of business against the New York Mets, they will be sitting pretty and finding their way into the postseason. And I am going to ride the Marlins in this one, and I will take the Marlins on the money line here against the Mets. We saw this matchup last week with Joey Lucchesi going against the Marlins, and it didn't work out great for Lucchesi. The Marlins were able to win this game. But what I really like here is the Marlins have arguably their best pitcher this season going for them in Braxton Garrett, who blanked the Mets in their last outing. I'm going to trust the Mets. I'm going to trust Braxton Garrett against the Mets here, and I'm going to trust the Marlins offense against Joey Lucchesi, whose numbers have been slightly skewed to his starts so far. I do not think he's as good as his numbers have shown, and I think if the Marlins want to be in the playoffs, their offense is going to have to wake up in this game, and they do have some big right-handed thumpers in this lineup that I think will get to Joey Lucchesi, and one of those will actually be my player prop. So I'm going to take the Marlins here with a much-needed win against the Mets.
Yes, I like that play as well. I'm going to do basically the same thing. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Cleveland Guardians. This is a classic hungry dog runs faster when it's hungry. The Reds are minus 108 on the money line, and that is where I'm going in this game. The Reds are only 2 games back from the last wild card spot in the NL, which the Marlins right now have. And the Cleveland Guardians are sitting several games back from the Minnesota Twins in that division, so they're out of the playoffs. The Reds are playing for something. The Cleveland Guardians are not, so this is an easy pick for me. I also like the pitching matchup we have in this game. Nobody wants Lucas Giolito anymore. He was traded from the Chicago White Sox to the Angels, where he went 6 games, allowing 25 earned runs, and then he was traded to the Guardians. So far in his 4 games with the Guardians, he's given up 14 earned runs and has 3 losses of his 4 games. On the other side, we have a very young, talented arm in Hunter Green. He struck out nearly every single Twins batter basically the last time out, striking out 14 in 7 innings. Usually I'm concerned about Hunter Green, but over the last 4 games, his control has been much better, only walking a total of 7 batters, 4 of which were in 1 game. And he's also been keeping the base paths pretty clear, inning by inning, only giving up 11 total hits in the last 4 games. He's our guy today. Give me Cincinnati Reds on the money line as my play. Guys, let's go to the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I am 0 for 0 at the moment because I gave out Juan Soto under 7.5 fantasy score versus the Giants. Game has not started yet, but I have complete confidence in Logan Webb to shut him down.
Seth?
Yeah, guys, who would have thunk Aaron Judge is one of the only players that wouldn't get a hit in this game for the Yankees? I definitely did not think that, but that absolutely did happen. Aaron Judge went 0 for 3, so we did not hit on our prop.
Yep, and then I have Corey Seager over 1.5 bases going up against the Angels and Patrick Sandoval. I'm very confident in that play, but let's move on to our plays for tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to start us off with one of Bears' favorite players. Give me Corbin Carroll over 7.5 fantasy score versus the White Sox. I really love the over for Carroll in this game because he's been red hot over his last 5 games entering this one. Because over that span, he has a .409 batting average with 7 runs scored over those 5 games. And I expect him to get a walk, a single, a run scored, and an RBI in this game. That's a total of 9 fantasy points. And he has an easy path to get to those because Chicago, they're throwing out Jose Urena in this game. He's been doo-doo on a stick because Urena, he's pitched in 8 games this season. He has an 0-6 record with a 7.27 ERA. Paired with a 1.7 whip, he has been allowing a ton of base runners in every single start. And Corbin Carroll should take advantage of that. And with him being the engine, that makes his Diamondbacks offense go. And I think he should get his fair share of work in this game. So give me Corbin Carroll to go over 7.5 fantasy score versus the White Sox.
Yeah, Trent, I really like that play today. If you guys watched the game against the Yankees, he had 3 singles, a stolen base, and I think he also had 2 runs scored. So he is a monster. He's red hot. I love that play, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and I talked about this a little bit in the game pick. If the Marlins are going to win this game against the Mets, they're going to have to rely on their big thumper and Jorge Soler to carry them in this game against lefty Joey Lucchesi. Soler has some big trends on his side, and he has some big trends on his size. He has some good trends on his side. He has 6 – what in the world? Okay. Soler has hit in his last 6 games. He has 8 hits over his last 5 games. He has 2 multi-hit games in that span and a 3-hit game. We had this matchup last week against lefty Joey Lucchesi where we took Soler over 1.5 bases, and he hit a double in that game. Soler is way better against lefties. He hits .280 with a 1.101 OPS, and he is hitting .385 in the month of August. And to make things better, Joey Lucchesi does not fare very good against righties. He has allowed them to hit .263 with a 771 OPS. Like I said, Soler is going to have to carry this Marlins offense in this game if they want to get into the playoffs. I look for Soler here to have a big game and potentially even put one over the fence in this one.
Yeah, I like Jorge Soler too, one of my favorite players as well. All 3 of these guys tonight are really good players and guys I like. My play today is going to be Luis Roberts Jr. to go over 1.5 bases against the Diamondbacks. I have not been quiet about how much I hate the Chicago White Sox, and I've also not been quiet about how much I like Luis Roberts Jr. His talent is being wasted on a garbage of an organization, and I do hope that he gets out of town soon. This season, he's hitting .264, and it has been a struggle down the stretch of the season, but over the last 4 games, he's collected 5 hits and 2 home runs. He's getting a very good matchup against Zach Davies in this game, who's coming in with a 6.81 ERA. Zach has given up 4+ hits in 8 consecutive starts while also giving up 3+ runs in 6 of those 8 starts. He has also given up a lot of home runs over the last 8 games, allowing 6 total. And with Luis Roberts Jr.'s power, I do think he's going to get a hold of one in this game. Give me Luis Roberts Jr. to go over 1.5 bases and have himself a game. Guys, that's going to do it for MLB player props and game picks for Tuesday, September 26th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our locks of the week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.